Hello everybody, my name's Kevin. I know it has been a moment since I have uploaded any hiking videos or anything. I have still been hiking, but just took a break while I kind of got, and just, you know, instead of looking to post every single time, kind of just enjoying being out here, but we're back. And it is gorgeous out here. Snow came. Today it is freezing. And I don't mean that like, that's not an exaggeration. It is actually like 30 degrees outside today. So it was supposed to be a really cloudy day today. As you can tell, that is not the case. So I'm very excited for that. But we are walking to Symphony Eagle Lake. Eagle Lake and Symphony Lake. They're like right next to each other. So we're gonna get a good hike in, and we're gonna get after it, and I'll see you guys soon. So I just wanted to stop here just so that everyone knows that I am actually being serious about how cold it is right now here. This is frozen, like, solid. Like, I mean, you can stomp through it, but me just standing on it. It's October. Back home it's 75 and sunny, which it's sunny here. Can't really use that excuse today, but I can most days. That is one thing about here, is it rains often, but it doesn't like pour. It's just all day drizzle, which is very easy to live with, and that's not exactly what I would call some kind of detrimental weather for even if you got to do outside things. So yeah, man, look at these mountains. And then that's where I'm headed. You would have saw a second ago. About 5 miles. It's about a 4 to 8 hour round trip. I'm hoping to do it in 5 or 6. But I will say I'm not really like gunning for any special time or time. The big thing for me is, you know, not stopping due to like pain, you know, trying to take things easy, where I don't have to stop because I'm in pain or something's hurting or something doesn't feel right, which I'm probably gonna end up having to do in the next 2 miles because this strap on this is a little bit tight. So I'm gonna need to loosen it and then go, but I'm gonna get back to it. I'll see y'all soon. All right, I did a little switcheroo. I unbunched the excess cord on my rig and kind of relieve some pressure off my back. Took that sweater off. I was not hot in it. It was warmer. But unless I'm like really cold, it's just not comfortable. I'd rather be mildly cold if I can get cool. Would actually, I think, be a better almost an acronym. I don't even have an acronym I can come up with off the top of my head that would go with cool, but anyway. I drank some water, ate a little bit of my big old Slim Jim. Now we're back on it, and I started this because I knew I was right about, this is about 1.5 miles into the trail, we get to this. Oh, well, hello. Okay, sorry about that. German Shepherd came out of nowhere. Beautiful dog, but when you're out here, not super far from civilization, but like I didn't hear the dude, her owner. I didn't hear her. I just got next to my nice pole here. I was posing up to start talking to you guys, and she's just right here. And I was like, oh, oh. If that was a wolf, I'd be bit. This trail splits off into two. Ridge Rendezvous, which takes you through this kind of valley point. And I think it's between like Flat Top and I don't know all the peaks quite yet. I'm getting there. But yeah, so we're going on, of course, Symphony and Eagle Lake. But I'm gonna keep on pushing and talk to you guys again real soon. So this video is going to end up being likely much longer than I anticipated it would, mostly because the views are just insane out here, and it's difficult to get all of that in, I mean, a 15-20 minute thing. So I'm gonna try to cut it down, but it's one of those things where, I'll tell myself, oh, I'm only going to use the good footage. Well, it's all good footage. I mean, it all looks immaculate. I'm going to keep on it, and I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm a little out of breath. About, I think, just over 4 miles in. Let me see, 4.5, 4.45 to be exact. Getting closer and closer to those mountains, which is ultimately the goal. Hips starting to bother me a little bit, but I've noticed that the big things with it are like the climbs, really digging in that hip to get leverage and get myself up seems to be what really starts making it ache. So this has been a pretty straight trail, which is excellent. So we're almost there. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Whew, it's cold. I was right on the money. Just passed over that hill you saw in the little B-roll. Man, I gotta tell you, this water here is like this crazy blue color. All of them are. It's really, really cool. I have no idea why. Like, if that's because it's snow water or if there's something in it that makes it do that, but it is like this gorgeous, like almost kind of a sky blue, maybe more like a teal. Oh, but really, really beautiful. So that means we're not too far from the other lake. I see some ladies that passed me, and I see they're stopped up ahead. So I take it that's about where you start seeing cool stuff again. I say again as if everything I'm surrounded by is not like the coolest thing ever. So when I get stopped up here, I will oh no, they're on the move again. Not quite there yet, but I'll get stopped up here because I got some cool things I want to share with you guys, so I'll let you know. Well, as you will see here in a moment, have made it to Symphony Lake. About 5.45 miles so far, which is pretty on the money for what the trail said it was lengthwise. As far as path goes, this last bit has been a little treacherous. It's all rocks for about the last mile, which it's not bad, especially right now. The rocks aren't holding any like ice or anything like that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the right way to go. There's a shack up here. Sorry to kind of got squirreled on you there, but nonetheless, made it out here in about a pretty decent time, about 3 hours. So probably end up being roughly 6.5 hour round trip. I'm always slower going out because I kind of know, what I'm looking at and trying to take it easy. Last thing you want to do is be dying, a mile from the truck and having to take breaks and try to leave all that for getting out here. This was a really, really beautiful hike. Most of mine have been on top of the mountains, and this one is nestled in them. That behind me is Eagle River, and that right there is Symphony Lake. So I'll get some good pictures and some good B-roll for you guys, and I will probably say a little something before I head back out of here, but for now, I'll talk to you guys soon. That shack. A lot of people come and fish out here, do backcountry camping, things like that. So I take it this shack is meant to be like a hub for people to gather during fishing season, and just a place to kind of actually have a flat rock to sit on. And it's got a little bit of roof left where you could kind of maybe wedge in and stay dry if it starts raining, but But yeah, well, I'm gonna take a little walk, get down by the water, and tail it out of here. I'm eating the stickiest granola bar I've ever had in my life. It's really good. It's almond, cranberry, and apple, but it's like held together with frozen molasses. That's what it feels like. But man, it is super gorgeous out here. Sun came back out. The water where it's reflecting is very, very bright. Very, very bright. And I'm getting a little red. And I tend to not hike with sunglasses, which I will not be able to do when it really snows. But then I'll wear goggles. I probably won't wear any sunglasses, but it is really peaceful out here. But it's kind of strange back home. You know, you've got thick woods, a lot of birds, things like that. You know, even just into the colder parts of the year, you know, you always hear, you know, if it gets real quiet, something might be up. Well, out here, it's constantly quiet. I mean, you don't hear birds hardly ever. If you do, it's geese and ducks, you know, moving through, and you just don't hear a lot. It's kind of eerie in a way. The sun just disappeared. Immediately felt it get a little bit cooler. As you can see, I've deloused a little bit. I was getting a little hot walking through them rocks, but yeah, just want to share that. It's kind of eerie hearing how quiet it is. It's cool though. I see through the snow, like up here, there's like a path, and I don't know if it's game that's made that path, or if that's, you know, someone that's hiked up there to camp or have the highest elevation snowball fight. But yeah, I'm gonna finish eating my super sticky granola bar, and then I'm gonna turn around and head back to the truck. Hopefully I get there before it's dark. We'll see. I'll talk to y'all soon. Okay, so we got out of the rocky portion of what I was hiking through. That last half mile, maybe 3/4, is like nothing but you pretty much doing rock scrambles. So it's nice to kind of focus and just sort of get through that. I took rather than taking the trail that kind of snakes through, I sort of just got to the top, tried to stay, and that definitely took my time down getting out, which is nice. It is cold. The sun went behind the mountain. Temperature immediately dropped. Definitely back in the low 30s. I think the low tonight is like 27. So it's definitely going to be a cold night. The mud that had thawed is now starting to refreeze and harden back up. So we are headed out. Last little look at the beautiful, I would call it more of a pond than a lake. So lake is, I think, a little generous, but what feeds into the Eagle River, I would declare that a lake. But Symphony Lake, Symphony Pond. Symphony, what's between a pond and a lake? Whatever that would be. That's what I would declare that. But man, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. And one thing I wanted to kind of update everyone on sort of what I've been getting into. Work's going really well. Absolutely really enjoying my new job. I'm easing into it a lot quicker than I had than I had, and I think that my team and my managers had anticipated, which is definitely a positive. Get along with everyone real well, which is of course another big plus. But I'm gonna switch hands here. So yeah, work's going well. Housing situation is as good as it was when it started off. Rooming, living in a homing with some good people. And I recently bought a snowboard. I was gonna buy another computer, like for gaming and stuff, and I was like, man, you know, the whole point in me moving up here was not to fall back into the same routines that I'm used to back home. And so I knew that going in, and I really wanted to like commit to that. But yeah, that's pretty much where everything is right now. I'm gearing up for the winter. Thankfully, some years ago, I've had gotten into some decent winter gear, and I've been blessed to have a family that really supports that I'm outside a lot, and want to be as protected as possible from the elements and stuff. So coming up here, I have jackets, sweaters, my hunting gear that everyone has been kind enough to bless me with throughout the years. And so I didn't really need a whole lot like I thought I did when it came to cold weather stuff, which is, as I've said, an absolute blessing, because trying to buy a whole cold weather setup all at one time is not a cheap endeavor. So I look forward to sharing this with all of you, and I just sincerely appreciate the support everybody's been, and hope to see y'all soon. Y'all take care. So, I was just about 30-40 yards from a bull and a cow moose, and they were just easing through. And then I'm kind of being a little quiet, but just over on the other side of this hill are that group of 3. That was pretty cool. Massive. That was super cool. They were the 2 that you see or saw that I was real close to. They were just meandering the trail. So very neat. Good way to end it. I got a mile and a half. It's a really cool end. Let's hope that is as close as any potentially dangerous wildlife, which I guess could be all wildlife, but gets to me, especially anything over the 500-pound mark. Oh man, almost done. See y'all soon. It's still freezing.